Hello everybody, Dixie with my Doma Studio here, and today we are going to talk about something that I find extremely helpful, keyboard shortcuts. These little tricks will save you a ton of time and can make your workflow so much smoother. For those of you who aren't familiar with keyboard shortcuts, they're combinations of keys that, when pressed at the same time, perform specific functions. These can range from copying and pasting text, to launching applications, or performing complex operations. One of the biggest benefits of keyboard shortcuts is how much time they save. I just hit a couple of keys and can instantly copy text, navigate between applications, and even close programs without having to reach for my mouse. Let's start with some common shortcuts. These shortcuts can be used in a number of different programs. Try them everywhere you go, basically, and also when you're on different websites online. The first one I'm going to show you is actually a mouse shortcut. So let's say you want to select one word. You can double click on a word and it will highlight that word. If you triple click, you'll see that it highlighted the word first, but as soon as I did that last click, it highlighted the entire line. Now, if you have something that's really long, say like that, and you triple click, it's going to do the whole line. Again, double click gives me just that one word, and in this case, I can just backspace that out of there and it's gone. Let's say I want to select all of the items on a page. If I hold Ctrl and the letter A, it's going to highlight everything. I can click off to the side to cancel that selection. All right, let's try now Ctrl+C. I've highlighted this line. I'm going to Ctrl+C, and that copies it. If I come down here, we're going to learn the next one, which is Ctrl+V, as in Victor, will paste the item. If you're not already familiar with it, Ctrl+Z will undo things. The next one we're going to talk about is Ctrl+X, and where Ctrl+C, you can highlight it and copy it, and it leaves the information there. Ctrl+X will actually remove that information. And again, Ctrl+Z will put it back. Ctrl+F is probably my favorite thing in practically the whole world when it comes to finding text within a document or on a website or something like that. If you hold Control and press the letter F, a search box will pop up and you're able to type into it. So for example, in this case, I typed in Mac and it has selected all of the Mac controls that I have listed here. The next one we're going to talk about is Ctrl+P. Ctrl+P, whether you're in a Google Doc or a Word doc, it doesn't matter. Control and P will bring up the print dialog. Here you can select your printer and all of the settings. Next up, we're going to do Ctrl+B. Control and B makes your text bold. Ctrl+I will italicize it. Ctrl+U will underline it. Now let's say that you've copied something and you don't want it to pull in the same formatting as it had before. I don't know if you noticed when we copied this item up here and pasted it, it still had the bulleted list, the bullet in front of it. Let's say I don't want that. I just want it to be plain. Well, what I can do is I can hold down Control, Shift, and then V. It's still going to paste it, but it's going to paste it without the extra styling. It works for just about anything, so let's do these 3 lines here. We're going to Ctrl+C, come down here, Control, Shift, V. You'll see it removed the bold, italics, and underline. It also removed the tab and the bulleted list. Now let's take a look at some shortcuts that work specifically in browsers. I am in a Google browser, and if I hold Control and page down, it is going to switch tabs for me. If I hold Ctrl+T, as in tab, it will open a brand new tab for me. If I hold Ctrl+Shift+N, as in new, it will open a new incognito tab. This one's in our way, so I'm going to go ahead and close it. Ctrl+N with no shift will just open a new browser window. So it's the same browser, it's just a different browser window. We can pop it right back over here. Now let's say you have a window that you don't need open. Go to the tab and do Ctrl+W. Did you see it? It closed that tab. We're going to do it again. Ctrl+W will close the tab. And Ctrl+W one more time. Oops! Let's say I actually wanted to have that last tab open. I didn't mean to close it. Not a problem. Control, Shift, and T, as in tab, will reopen the last tab that you had open. To bookmark a page on a website, you're going to hold Control and D, as in Dixie. When you do that, it will add the bookmark and will tell you where you saved that bookmark. If you needed to change it, you could click into it and switch it to a different section. For right now, though, I'm just going to go ahead and click Done. Now let's say you just got a pop-up in your studio saying that the new version has been released and you want to make sure that you have upgraded to the latest version. All you need to do is hold Control, Shift, and R for reload to do a hard reload of the page. And that's going to update you to the latest version. One last keyboard shortcut, F12, when you press it, opens up this console. Inside this Developer Tools console are a variety of tools that can provide helpful information when diagnosing bugs or checking performance. To close out of it, you just click this little X right here. That's it for today. I hope today's tech tip has helped you see how powerful keyboard shortcuts can be. Start incorporating them into your workflow and you'll notice a significant difference in productivity. Thanks so much for joining me, and until next time, happy designing!